Welcome to today's product presentation about our new continuous centrifugal. My name is Christine Odorfer and I'm your host for today. And I want to welcome my colleague José Garrido.
Hi, Christine.
So then, let's start with our product presentation. José, it's your turn.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me today here in another webinar, in another product presentation. For me, as product manager for the BMA centrifugals, it's today a special day. And not only for me, for many other people who work together with me to make it possible, for us presenting you a new model for continuous centrifuge. And before we started to give the well-deserved focus to our new machine, I would like to remember one of the questions that we launched and that we have at the beginning when we started to talk about the new machine. And this question was, how can sugar quality be improved? And we started to discuss, and we think we are very confident that our machine is still giving you a very high quality sugar. But the result and the idea from this new product was to making the sugar production more efficient. For that reason, in the presentation from today, I will repeat a lot of concepts like energy efficiency, saving resources, ergonomic and easy to use. All those new concepts is the idea behind the new machine. For that reason, we are very confident and we are pretty sure that the solution to make a sugar production more efficient and giving you a step forward in your sugar production is the solution that you deserve, as I told you, is the new K3300F. This is the build the machine, and behind this build, I'm presenting you the contents of this presentation for today. First of all, I will start with a blick behind us, remembering all the old models that BMA presented for you in continuous centrifugals. And after that, I will introduce you inside the machine. We will make a look very closely in the machine, understanding how the process it's going inside the machine. With this look inside the machine, we will highlight some special components which makes our centrifuge so special, so fantastic. After these main components of the machine, we will describe the new features of the new machine of the K3300F. And this new highlight, these new features will be focused in three applications, field applications. First of all, instrumentation and sensors. After that, we will discuss a little bit the new design, mechanical design of the machine. And last but not least, we will discuss a new control and automation system that we have thought for you and for our new machine. At the end, I will make a very brief summary for everything that we have discussed in this presentation, and I will be there for you to answer a couple of questions as Christine told us. And that is the plan. So let us start because I have a lot of things to explain you today. And before we introduce formally the K3300F, we want to take a look behind us with the whole family for continuous centrifugals that we have launched in the market. And I have to say that at the beginning, in 1985, we started the K family with the K750. 750 means the upper diameter of the basket. And that was a small machine, and we started this K family with that. very fast we created the K850, and we were increasing the diameter and increasing the capacities for our continuous centrifugals. Very interesting was the family DS or DSA. That was the double separation centrifugals, and that was very special because you have inside two different baskets, two different trommel, so that you were able to separate one product, let me say C product, and then melting this product in a magma and making an affination inside the same machine. Everything, every new technology that we bring, always trying to satisfy the needs of our customers. With the K3300 that we launched 10.5 years ago, so we break with the design of the machines. This is the new design we make square machines that we know it's more hygienic than the round ones, because as we can see in this picture, a battery of centrifugals won't have this tangent point where is normally a good point to collect a lot of dirty and problems to the hygienic of our sugar mill. And today, as we are talking about, we are presenting the new model of this long and successful family for the K continuous centrifugals. But before we started with the new machine, we have to give a farewell for our K3300. And in my name as product manager, and in the name of the whole BMA group, we are really thankful and all our customers, because in the last 10 years, we were able to solve more than 780 machines all around the world. For that reasons, thank you so much. We hope as well that the new machine will have the same warm welcoming as the K3300 had. And now, as I promise you, we will take a look very close inside the machine. The massacute will be introduced in a controlled way into the machine through the feeding tube via an electro valve, and the compensator will let us the massacute flow into the machine. Once it's inside the machine, the massacute falls directly on the product distributor, in which its chemical characteristics will be adapted to facilitate the separation of crystal sugar and molasses. After this process, the mass will climb up the wall of the trommel and the separation of crystal and molasses will start. The molasses or syrup will be evacuated through the elliptical holes of the drum into the molasses chamber and will then flow out of the machine through one or two ducts or conducts, depending on whether the machine is equipped with syrup separation. The crystals will continue to climb up the trommel wall and receive wash water in their way up. Once cleaned, the crystals will fall into the sugar chamber, from where they will slide into the discharge hopper in case your machine is dry or hybrid discharge. Or they will be remelted with a product to form a magma or a liquor, which will be let out of the machine in a wet discharge variant. So that was, it's fascinating, the process that is happening inside a continuous machine, I think. And we talk a little bit about discharge variants and distributor and many components of this machine that we will study a little bit closely right away. First, these three variants of centrifuges that we have. The very first one, the dry discharge, or the first variant, dry machine, is the typical and traditional continuous machine in which the crystal will be delivered through the discharge hopper to a conveyor. Is the traditional way to work and is most suitable for all the customers which already have a conveyor or sugar transport below the machines. The hybrid discharge or the hybrid machine, it's thought in order to increase the productivity of the machine. In this case, we have as well the hopper. We have a normal discharge hopper, and we are delivering dry crystals. But we are giving some product depending of your products. Could be condensate or thick juice or syrup from another station, making some kind of liquor, so that we are cleaning all the sugar chamber and we are avoiding some downtimes during the cleaning cycles of the dry machine. The third variant of machine is the wet discharge, and this is the most suitable for all the customers that they want to have a conveyor or sugar transport below the machines. In this case, the machine will produce automatically liquor or sorry, forgot it, the word. Some liquor, so that we can conduct the liquor directly to the melting tank or stored tanks automatically without a conveyor. And of course, the molasses, as always, and we saw in the video, will be conducted out the machine with another pipe. This is a small and brief picture about what are we talking about. The two left machines are the dry and the dry discharge and the hybrid, and the third one is the wet discharge machine. And now it's important for us to say that our K3300F is the most suitable machine for not only sugar beet, but of course sugarcane, and right now will be explained some modifications that we have so that the K3300F is most suitable as well for your refinery applications. And now we started to discuss and to talk a little bit about the different components of our K3300F. The very first component is the feeding pipe and the compensator that we have. In the video we saw, and we tell you that we have an electropneumatic valve which controls the mass acute inflow of the machine. The compensator, which is a transparent silicone hose, will adapt the movements and dilatations from the feeding pipe that can occur without to transmit this vibration inside the machine. But what we are doing is not only conducting our mass acute directly to the machine. We are preparing the machine. We are preparing, sorry, the mass acute, trying to decrease the viscosity of the mass acute so that we don't need a big amount of energy moving this thick mass acute. So for that reason, we are giving some addition of water and steam in the double wall feeding pipe, and we are increasing the temperature of the mass acute and decreasing in this way the viscosity of the mass acute, preparing it for the separation process which will occur inside the machine. As we said, this transparent silicone hose is one of our is standard in our K3300F and allows us to control the flow, visually control of the flow in the mass acute inside the machine. We saw in the 3D animation that our mass acute, after going inside the machine, is falling down directly in the product distributor. The mission of the product distributor is, as the name said, distribute uniformly and in a thin layer the mass acute around the trommel, around the basket, so that we won't need a lot of electric energy moving this amount of mass acute, and we prepare the mass acute and we make easier and smoother the separation process. As we say, we have 3 different models of distributor. The very first one, the standard 25, that is the distributor for a product that is raw affination sugar process in your refinery, the very first step in the refinery, the affination, depending of your color requirement, can be made with one continuous centrifugal with the continuous centrifugal K3300F. The second distributor is the standard distributor, well designed for B and C product, as always, and we have improved this distributor, and we have a third model, which is the Turbo 3. Turbo 3 is an improved distributor which allows you to increase the performance without to give more energy in your machine. And how does it work? Let me take a look at this patented distributor of BMA. We know, because I repeated a couple of times already, the massacute is falling in the middle of the distributor. The cylinders that you are saying are thought to break the flow of the massacute and create different paths of massacute which will be smoothly distributed around this plate. The massacute will climb up this wall that you see over there, and after that will falling down with the centrifuge force that you have inside the distributor. Then this massacute will be getting at the walls and will be mixed with some steam, so that we are preparing and we are decreasing again this viscosity of the massacute. The massacute and the crystals will be falling down and going in the three steps that you can see in the distributor, and the bottom part of the distributor will be go directly to the trommel. And what about the basket? The basket is the next component that we want to describe to you. We have the same diameter according to all the applications, 1.3 meters, and we have two models. Again, the 1430 degrees is the standard trommel, a standard basket for all applications, and we have the basket 2527 degrees, which is especially produced for the A product, for affination in our refinery. As you can see, we have two steps in the trommel where we will do a pre-separation in the bottom part of the basket, and that will be if you are going with the syrup separation when we are getting the green syrup, and after that we'll have the main separation step where we will apply some water cleaning the crystals. Interesting is in the junction from one step to the other, we have included some special parts so that the crystal will be turning and the cleaning of this crystal will be uniformly in all the phases of the crystal. Very interesting and patented by BMA. Again, and as in the sisters from the batch centrifugals, we have elliptical holes which are more efficient, and they have less mechanical friction. And in this direction, we are able to save 25% of the energy consumption for this amount of this process value in ton per hours. As we say, always the whole machine is thought to save resources, to save money, making the sugar production more effective. Another important component is, of course, our traction motor. The motor that we are using is always with the same power, 90 kilowatts for 50 hertz, 105 for 60 hertz. And this motor that we are buying directly for the most important providers in the world, it's the high efficiency motors, and after that will be discussed a new damping system so that we are isolating vibration from motor to machine and so on. but that will be discussed in a couple of minutes. And those were the main components of our machines. All those components thought to make the machine efficient, to make the machine safe, and to make our machine and your sugar production more sustainable, more friendly to the environment. Regarding the news in our K3300F, we talk about 3 application fields. The very first one was the instrumentation. I have to present you 2 new kinds of sensors that we are mounting in our machine in the standard configuration, right? The very first one is a tension sensor for the B-belt. We will change all the B-belt and will be discussed in the next slides. But this tension sensor is what you are saying in the picture, will help you to adjust the B-belt, giving the right tension when you are adjusting this B-belt, so that you are avoiding giving a lot of mechanical stress in the axis, which will be conducting you having problems in the bearing. We have as well other kind of instrumentation that will be a double temperature bearing monitoring, so that you will have in your HMI, in your control system, in real time, the temperature of the bearing. This temperature will be going up when you have some troubles in the bearing, when you need some lubrication. And for that reason, the machine will tell you when it's needed to start with the preventive maintenance. All thought to produce and avoiding downtime in the machine. About the design changes, we have a lot to explain here. First of all, a completely new B-belt system. We are buying new B-belt, high-performance B-belts. We are buying maintenance-free B-belts. In this case, as you can see in this picture, we are using only 4 B-belts instead of the 6 for the K33. And as I told you, these B-belts are more efficient, having less mechanical friction, and we have as well a triple seal in the bearing cover. The idea is avoiding any kind of humidity or product going in the bearing, which it's totally bad for the life of the bearing. As we saw, we have as well some temperature in the bearing, and a new optional for you is that is don't belong to the standards, are a new automatic lubrication system, and a small pump, grease pump, which can be loaded with universal grease cartridge, so you don't have the problem of the vendor locking, and me neither. It's not needed, something like that. We have a new housing in our K3300F, and this housing is thought improving the sugar discharge. We are helping the sugar going in direction of our discharge hopping, and we have increased the quality and the different nozzle system for cleaning the sugar and for magma preparation in the wet discharge. As you can see in the picture, in the white rubber buffer, we have a new damping system, 4 in the feet of the machine, 2 in the motor adapter, so that we are separating very well the sources of possible vibration. And another feature for this new damping system is that the changing of the rubber buffer are really easy. We thought as well, and the maintenance guys, so that the work in the machine is easy. More design changes. This is the front of the machine. You see that the two ball valves that we have on the link were traditionally at back of the centrifuge. Those are for the cleaning of the sugar chamber. We are bringing all the valves, all the needed elements in front of the machine. And very interesting is as well the new sample taker. We have not only one as traditional was for the sugar chamber. The sugar chamber or the sugar sample is now a little bit in the left, run to the left. And the second sample that you are saying is for the molasses. In this case, this machine is not with syrup separation. If you are going with the syrup separation machine, you will have two different sample taker, one for the green syrup in the bottom part, and the white syrup will be on top of the green as normal. I have to say that this picture is really amazing, because that is the idea, and that is the idea from our design. You are able to do whatever you need without to climbing on top of the machine. You can change even the screens easily, because it's everything prepared for that. We have as well new needle valves for steam addition in the machine, providing you more control, saving more resources like steam or water. And the new features in the third application field, control and automation system, it's our control systems. We have changing the models of our PLC for the continuous centrifugals, giving you again a state-of-the-art family of PLCs in our main providers, Siemens, Rockwell, and Schneider. And we have the possibility to giving you a full automated K machine, continuous machine. For example, we have new control loops for the automatic addition of water or steam. The picture that we are saying is about the setting up the steam consumption of your machine. Of course, is automatic the preparation of magma or liquor in your wet discharge machine. And about the lubrication system, we have talked a little bit more about that. The measuring of the V-belt tension will be displayed in such a graphic so that you can adjust perfectly the force in your V-belt without any doubt that everything will work perfectly. And of course, the double temperature bearing temperature monitoring are the two values that you have below the machine. I don't know if you can see over there, but you will have the monitoring of this temperature every day in real time. And if you go, the bearing temperature goes up, then the machine will automatically display a warning error or an error, so that you can take the measurements of maintenance that you need. And that was everything that I have to say today. I am really happy for being here presenting you the new continuous centrifugals from the group BMA, the K3300F. This fantastic machine was thought and was made to a more economic and more sustainable sugar process with a unique design, with a unique performance, all designed and made in our facilities in the headquarters here in Germany. And we hope, as we say in another point of the presentation, you will enjoy the machine as we enjoyed making it, this presentation and this work. Thank you so much.
Okay, so then the most important question I want to ask you for our customers, from our customers, when is this new centrifugal available?
From today, so it's available. We have the machine ready, the production is prepared, the control system is designed, the software is designed as well, so we are ready to deliver this new machine for you.
Okay, so then, thank you so much. It seems like any question is answered right away. So if you do have any more questions, just simply let us know, write us an email, give us a call. We will be really happy to answer everything you want to ask. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and see you next year.